What's up, BEATNIKERS? Welcome back to my channel once again. If you're new here, consider subscribing because I feel that my goal is to bring you the most delicious thinking and enhance your intellect to escape velocity. Let's start today's day. So the whole topic for today is definitely about how to start an Indian restaurant business here in Germany or in Berlin in specific. Before I get to that, I'm super stoked to announce you guys that I thought, like, literally when I started JNM Education, that we're gonna only serve Indian clients, people who only come from India, because that's where originally my market is. But we have recently opened ourselves to other countries also, that other country people can come to Germany and we are servicing them. So make sure that if you want to speak to me directly from Monday through Friday, go on my website, which is jnmeducation.com, and register yourself for free counseling session. You can clarify all your doubts straight from me, irrespective of whether you guys want to buy our product or not. That's another thing totally. If you have any questions sitting in your head, if you want to get it clarified, or if you have had a service from someone else within your region and you want to cross-check whether that person is really scamming you or is it really true or not, speak to me, I'll clear it out. This is only for someone who has recently subscribed to my channel and don't know my story. So I was working for hotel industry some time back, and then yeah, I totally changed my whole career now into business area. But I understand how to run a restaurant or any hospitality business. What's with the food cost, what's with the profit. I now have a better understanding of finances. Few elements which you need to apply in any business in the world, and yeah, that's what I'm here to know. So the objective of this video is two important things. One is to know how to start an Indian restaurant. If someone wants to start an Indian restaurant here in Germany or in Berlin in specific, then what kind of preparations you're supposed to have, more like a guide for someone who has money and want to start a food business here. What kind of license, because Germany is very messy when it comes to bureaucratic system here. You need experts to get your work done. So I want to understand that someone like Deepak came here to work. Yeah, I'm going to make you meet Deepak very soon. Show you on the map where I have reached now. I just got down from this train. I was right here at Straße, and then I took this green line all the way till here, Nollendorfplatz. Also here in U-Bahn stations, they have a Wi-Fi connections here. This is where I've reached Nollendorfplatz. This is where we have reached just now. Let's go inside. Alright guys, so I'm sitting here with Shubham on my right, Deepak on my left. I met this person in the food festival when there was an event happening in Embassy. If you guys remember, have a look at this one. Let's go ahead. So stall number 3 is Maharashtra. जय महाराष्ट्र. काय जेवण काय कसं आहे का सगळं?
आता इथे आम्ही महाराष्ट्र रिप्रेझेंट करतोय. सो वी हॅव मसाले भात आहे, थालीपीठ आहे, मसाला पापड, गुळपोळी, वी हॅव वडापाव, पावभाजी, कोकम सरबत, मठ्ठा,
सगळं आणलं तुम्ही. Off camera we were just talking about, you know, how did this whole thing came into picture, and since I also come from a hospitality background, so I understand the business fundamentals, but at the same time how hotels and restaurants are run. I'm here to learn more about from their experiences, that they both come from IT background and all of a sudden coming you know, starting a restaurant. That's what I'm here to know more about you. Also, your inputs will definitely be helpful for someone who has something similar visions like you. Your learnings on the way could be helpful for someone there.
Definitely.
Okay, how about we start with a quick introduction, like a 30 to 60 second quick introduction. Go ahead.
So, hello guys, my name is Shubham. I came to Germany like 8 years back as a student to pursue my masters, and from many years I am working like really big companies here in Germany, and like 2 or 3 months back actually we started like our food business. Like this come out from like the passion, apart from the software skills like what I possess actually, and that is my main thing. You know, like bread and butter right now still, but this is something like we really enjoy doing it.
Quick. Okay.
Hi, this is Deepak here. Like most of other Indians, I came to Berlin as a IT developer.
Okay.
It's a long story. I'm here since in Berlin since last 16 years. So climbing different ladders, I started my own company. My company is headquartered in Bangalore, and I take care of their operations here in Germany and Europe.
Okay.
I'm here with my beautiful wife with a very great cooking skills and young and dynamic, energetic two boys.
Okay. What a way of putting I like that. I want to start with a quick question of, you both come from IT background. Someone who comes from an IT background who manages computer, you're the keyboard warriors. How you came to this plan of starting a restaurant? What was missing out? You said you stayed here for 8 years, 16 years. What was missing out? Because just for you guys, there are more than 400 restaurants in Berlin itself.
Yes.
And people are going crazy for Indian food, by the way. What was missing out? Yeah, just go ahead.
Indian food, when you talk about like Indian food, like what is missing is like the homely cooked food, for example. Like I want to eat something like as a human being, I want to eat every day, right? And coming from India, maybe I like to eat like 70% of the Indian food and 30% of some other food. As I love food, I'm a food lover. So this is something like what was really missing. Like I cannot go to like a same restaurant every day and say, okay, I want to eat here. And this is like something we really want to prove to the people that okay, you come to Swadishta, you get the same home cooked food every day with the same quality.
Right.
So Nikhilesh, I started with this idea not overnight. I've been thinking of starting a restaurant since last 18 years. So when I was in India, when I go to the restaurant, I see that it's not clean, it's not healthy, it's not fresh. And
Right.
this is what I always wanted to give. And when I was here, I'm here in Berlin, Germany. I was once it just happened that we were speaking and Shivam mentioned this interest, and I said, hey, that's really good idea. How about starting this together? And as you rightly said, Nikhilesh, we have 400 restaurants here. We don't want it to be just 401 restaurant, first restaurant here in Berlin, but we wanted to be something different. We wanted to people give which I would love to eat every day, which
true.
I can feed my kids every day. So if you see here now, here in the restaurants, we eat here. My kids comes here and eat. We feed also baby,
Yeah.
3-year-old
Yeah.
baby here. So this is what we wanted to bring: the fresh, the healthy, and homely food. Not like that we give it to the people what they want, but actually to give a little bit more and different what we eat.
Right. What I'm here to test, by the end of this video, you're also going to see that I'm going to try their Indian food, and at the start of the video I've told them that I'm going to give you unbiased opinion about your food.
Absolutely.
All right.
We are really looking forward for that. Nikhilesh.
And this is what we tell every customer like who visit our restaurant, that please go to the Google, go to the website and write whatever you like.
Exactly, yeah.
So this is like something we don't differentiate.
Now the
actually.
power is in the customer's hand.
Exactly.
Because you can't stop me writing from internet.
Exactly.
I may pretend to be nice in front of you now, like, oh, everything is fine, but you know that review speaks everything.
Absolutely. Nikhilesh, with my background, I work a lot with the digital marketing, and I know
Exactly,
what it means. And as you said, that we are not stubborn, we are not here with our own concept. We want to listen to you, we want to understand what is that you like, and we are here to improve and change, basically.
I like that. Deepak, why don't you, because you have stayed a bit longer, I know like you've stayed 8 years, but if you have to give someone advice now who has money right now, but have absolute no idea about how to start something similar business like yours, what they should do step by step. Go ahead.
So Nikhilesh, I think I just want to come back to your question. When you say that someone has money and wants to start something like this, I think it's not a good idea. Maybe they should think of something else. If you have passion inside, if you want to give something to the people, I'm sure with less money also it will work. And this is how exactly we have started.
I like the
We
point.
started with the vision that this is what we want to do, as Shubham mentioned rightly, for the working people, for the students, and as you rightly said also, that for students they don't have time to cook themselves. They don't have everyday appetite to go out and cook. So that's why we wanted to do that. So this is why we started. So you have your idea set, your concept proper. You need to, I would divide this into 5 stages actually. One
Alright.
is your conceptualization. You
Right.
have a proper concept, do a little bit research on what is missing. This is
Right.
what we did. Second thing is you need to see the location. That's
Right.
really, really important, and we are very happy and lucky to have this place here.
Yeah.
Before Shubham came into this, I'm behind this place for almost 13 months now. And
Wow.
finally we got this place 2 months back. So I was very lucky.
I would like to add one thing, like you find a proper place, I think you are really lucky.
So once you have the concept, once you have the location, you need to see basically what is that you need inside. How is that you want to present it to the people.
Right.
So once that is done, you need to work on your concept to finalize the budget. The overall budget in terms of two things again. One is establishment cost.
Right.
Before you move in, you need to buy so many things. You need to get this license, agreement, rents and all this stuff. You need to have your cooks, you need to have your helpers sign. So how much is the cost? And second thing is what is your running cost.
Right.
And depending on that, your budget will depend. So whether you have this money in your hand, you want to borrow it from someone, you want to go for a credit, is all you need to see.
Just for an advice, actually, I would always say like keep 10% or like 15% always extra, like whatever you plan for. So that is always
Budget
helpful.
perspective.
Right.
The thing which I am coming basically is the necessary legal agreements and certification. So you need to have actually the red card, what they say. So
They need to have what?
it's a road card.
Road card.
Road card, yeah. For that you need to go to your nearest Bürgeramt and get all this done. It's fairly simple. Actually, it looks a monster, but it's not that difficult.
To set up a restaurant.
To set up a restaurant, it's not that difficult. I mean, in terms of formalities and process.
Okay.
So it's very easy. You have your road card, and then you need some. They will guide you what is it needed.
Okay.
So we just actually went. Of course, we were very lucky to get some blessings and information from the established business leader in Berlin. If I have to name a few, Mr. Sodici, I would like to thanks a lot to him for his guidance. Having said this, we went to the tax consultant and took all their guidance. So we got all set by ourselves with inputs from our friends and mentors. Fifth and last is basically reach out to the people and marketing. That people should know about that, and that is where Shubham and I come into a picture with our IT background. He's a professional designer and UI UX expert. I'm good into the relations and management marketing. So he's taking care of web presence. I'm taking care of reach out. So this is how digitally we are supporting our marketing aspect.
So as Deepak mentioned, like we actually come from the IT background, and we don't want to restrict like the good food, like just through our restaurant. So we are really planning like a web portal where you can basically go swadista.de actually and really order the food, and we will deliver actually this authentic food to your doorsteps. But this will take time, and this will come soon.
But this is only for Berlin right now.
Exactly, this is only for Berlin.
Because I have my viewers from other places in Germany also.
Yeah.
So Nikhilesh, I promise you, or we promise you here,
that's the point.
that will bring it to
Everywhere.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. I am looking forward for this day that I travel other cities and people talk about, hey, I ordered food from Swadista, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, if I have to start up a 50-pack restaurant, 50 capacity, how much, can you give me a rough estimation, how much everything would cost?
Again, I would say
Plus
it will be
liquid amount on the next one.
I would say it's really subjective, Nikhilesh. There are so many factors here.
Right.
First of all, cost of this place, right?
Right.
Second thing is, when you enter in here, how much you want to renovate,
Right.
how much you want to use the place as it is. Third thing is, what is that all you want to bring new in. So for example, we got all the plates and serving spoon and everything from India.
Ah,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
and Shubham mentioned that about delivering the food. We also want to be little bit nature friendly. So we are bringing plates, organic plates from India.
Yeah.
So which will be delivering. It's no more plastic. You can imagine the straw what we give for mango lassi. They are not plastic straws.
Exactly.
They're paper straws. So it really depends on how much you want to give it to people. If I am a businessman, if I want to run a restaurant, how I would do is basically less cost, more profit. But less cost means I have plastic straws. But I would not do that, right? If I have to use the organic plates, which is use and throw, or if I have to use plastic plates will be cheaper. Organic plates will be expensive.
Yeah.
So the cost factor again in the interior decoration. How much is that you want to invest into it?
Shubham, a little bit more on the IT side question.
Yeah.
You said he came here for computer science masters.
Exactly.
And then worked in the IT industry now. What kind of practice are you going to follow? Because you said you're going to use technology.
Exactly.
What are you going to do?
As I mentioned earlier as well, like we don't want to restrict like what we want to achieve and what we want to give to the users, like customers, for example, like you, for example, whoever is watching this video. We are actually planning like an online portal which is like the same name of our restaurant, swadishta.de. You can basically go there and you can like really buy the food online, and we will take care of delivering the food, like the warm food, the authentic food, the fresh food especially, at your doorstep.
Okay. Cool. I look forward to meet you guys in one of the events happening in Berlin someday.
Definitely, yeah.
And you sponsor food there.
Definitely.
That's an idea for you guys.
Exactly, yeah.
Alright, let's go into the kitchen now. Alright guys, so let's go into the restaurant and meet the master chefs of this kitchen. Yeah, what is Swadishta meaning?
Yeah, so here we are entering. Swadishta literally means swad is taste and isht is pure. So it's a pure taste, swadisht.
Pure taste, yeah? Come on in, man.
So here we are entering, and I would like to introduce you or hand it over Nikhilesh to you, our backbone of this restaurant. So here is Shailaja. We spoke about her earlier. Shikha and Vinay.
Shailaja is Deepak's wife, and Shikha is Shubham's wife. So I know her that she was working in the IT industry. What about you?
Before, actually since 16 years we are living in Berlin. When we came here, before that I was working as a teacher in school in Kolhapur.
Kolhapur.
Maharashtra, yeah.
Yeah, from Maharashtra. Yeah.
Right. After coming here, I was really wondering about the food, Indian food actually.
Yeah.
After that, actually I thought that we have to do something to get typical Indian food, like authentic Indian food, which really difficult to get it here in Berlin. And that was my dream basically. So people real authentic taste like dosa, like today we have a kachi dabeli, and also we have parathas, different kind of parathas.
Right.
So here any restaurant, kachi dabeli, maybe misal, maybe puran poli, we don't get it here.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, getting street food right from the hood of Mumbai to Berlin, yeah?
Right.
Okay, just to be notified is they have a kitchen here, and you can sit right here and see whether how your food is getting cooked here. That's what I like about it.
I came here in 2014, like it was really blank city for me, kind of why I started my German classes. Then I realized like I can start my job because it's very booming area, because it's completely new city. And then I started with Zalando. I was working in checkout team.
Okay.
And then after 2 years, I started working with Kayak as a backend quality assurance. Then frequently I realized like in 4 years when I was going out with my colleagues, every time they were asking me where can we get really real Indian taste, because most of the time when we were going out, the food was with a lot of cream, white cream, so it was little bit sweet in taste, and the lunch they were having from my lunch box, it was in different taste. So they were asking me like what kind of spices are you using, why the restaurant people they are not using that.
Yeah. It's a big leap of faith what you took, I guess.
Yeah.
Leaving a well-established job, first of all in a foreign country, which is a very well-paid job.
And especially when you have unlimited contract.
When you have unlimited contract here in Germany, and people are dying to get one job, but I think it's also about what you love. You should do that, I guess.
Yeah.
And if you're really passionate about and you know that can sponsor your dreams, go ahead and do that. These guys are the real examples. So one of the thing about this hospitality business or customer service businesses, every time I've gone to a restaurant, I've always felt like I'm a customer and there is an owner, and there's an invisible wall, right? It takes a lot to break that wall, let me tell you. It takes a lot, and that can only happen when you connect and when you pour immense amount of emotions into customer when you start caring about them. I'm not entering the kitchen, but I'm gonna stay here and talk to you because of the hygienic level, right? जो शेफ आप जो मसाला यूज करते हो कहाँ से लाते हो, मतलब यहाँ से यहाँ के इंडियन स्टोर से या क्या सीन है?
एक्चुअली ऐसा है कि कुछ मसाले तो यहाँ लेने पड़ते हैं, एक आध मसाला। नॉर्मली हम मसाले जो हैं अपने घर पे बनाते हैं।
अच्छा।
हमारी दीदी है, नॉर्मली मसाला हम अपने घर पे ही बनाते हैं, क्योंकि अगर हम सारे यहीं के मसाले यूज़ करेंगे तो और लोगों के और हमारे खाने में फ़र्क क्या होगा?
राइट।
हमें तो सबको ओरिजिनल टेस्ट देना है। ओरिजिनल मतलब कि होममेड।
राइट।
तो हमें आर्टिफिशियल कुछ नहीं देना है, हमें सब देना है जो कि खा के सब लोग दोबारा आए और उस टेस्ट को याद रखें हमेशा कि हम बर्लिन गए थे, हमने यहाँ खाना खाया था, उसको ऐसा टेस्ट।
राइट।
That dosa batter also we are not using any gits packets or something, any packets. We are every day we are soaking the rice and dal together and then we are making that dosa batter. So from especially for the restaurant we ordered one dosa machine grinder from India, from Bangalore. Yeah, we have here dosa machine.
It's right here.
And yeah, it's a 5-6 kilo dosa machine.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, the food is on the table now, right here. Hi, introduce yourself.
I'm Sagar.
He's studying here, MBA in HTW. I'm sitting here with Shelja.
Hello.
And Shika is right at the back. Tandoori naan is here. We have some masala dosa, and then
Thali.
whole thali is here. So yeah. Everyone here is a brand ambassador of Indianness because we are from India and people trust you what you say.
Yeah.
Right? If you say like, hey, let's go to that restaurant because me as an Indian, I approve that. Right? Like, that restaurant is really good, let's go there. So you're installing this whole idea into someone's mind like, okay, next time, me being a German, if I want to take some other Germans out, I will go to this place. So, was that also with you?
It happens many times actually.
Yeah.
Many people, they ask me for like where can we get biryani, where can we get aloo paratha, because I'm a vegetarian, so most of the time I was in my lunchbox, most of the time I was taking either aloo paratha or something which is super quick, tasty and healthy.
What do you do with your food?
Yeah, actually, in daily basis, I make myself in the home. Yeah, okay. And I'm also foodie. Okay. I like to work in a restaurant, so that's why I came here on a Saturday, Sunday. So
their mission is to get the street foods from India on the local palate of Berliners or anywhere. You know, right now they are in Berlin. They started here. Probably in future you may have restaurants other cities also.
Soon you will heard about the momos as well.
Momos. Okay. This whole story was more of an inspiration for a lot of you guys that, you know, don't remain in that bracket where you are. You can break that box of everyday life and become something else, and start your own ventures, you know, if you're interested in something else. And they broke that comfort zone and now they are running a restaurant. That was the whole message of this video. I'll see you guys next time. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button and make sure that if you're in Berlin, make a visit here, say that you watched this video and ask for some discount. No, I'm just kidding.
Definitely.
On a lighter note, goodbye for now. Yeah, take care. Bye-bye.
Tschüssi.